Hello, everyone. This is Understanding the SDGs in English and Interpreter Stake 2. And this is the 10th video. It's about oceans and sustainability. I'm really sorry that I'm uploading this video a little later than usual, but let's get started. So as you know that there is a plastics problem in the ocean, and it has been highlighted since 2015 when those plastics were swallowed by those turtles in the sea, and they were suffocating, and that's got a lot of global attention. So that's kind of the beginning of the world's getting more attention to this problem. And of course, 2018 was an epoch-making year. It was a very big year for ocean plastics problem. In that year, G7 was held, and there was an ocean plastic charter that was adopted. After this, G7 was closed. Before it was closed, sorry. And then on the other hand, there was a World Economic Forum held in the same year. And this was epoch-making because a lot of companies that are using a lot of PET bottles and are now trying to change their business by really reducing the PET bottles. I think this was a really great conference, and these panelists included Coca-Cola and other beverage companies that are using a lot of PET bottles. So they also shared the vision that they want to reduce the amount of PET bottles that they use. So in that sense, 2018 was an epoch-making year. But at the same time, global warming is progressing, and the ocean is now getting a lot of problems. For example, what can we say related regarding the relationship between global warming and ocean? One answer is that if there are more CO2, then this causes less calcium carbonate, which is one part of the bones for those sea creatures. And if there are less calcium carbonates, then there are less bones developed. So it's very difficult for them to develop bones. So this is one example of abalone, and they start to have less bones as CO2 increases. So if it's difficult to make bones, they cannot survive in the water. So it's not only about getting warmer as the temperature rises because of CO2, but it also affects the survivability of those sea creatures as well. So it's a really huge problem. There is always the chain reaction of what's happening. And next, this is the last slide for today, but I would like to just talk about one company that I once interpreted for. This company is called Vertical Oceans, and they are trying to develop shrimp using this vertical system. This is Vertical Oceans like system. Usually oceans are, of course, horizontal. They're not vertical, but they're trying to make this system of developing shrimps vertical. So why is it vertical? The CEO says that it's much more efficient and more effective when the system is put on the vertical phase, and they have actually achieved the sustainability of the system itself. So the CEO said, when I interpreted, that they have closed the loop on sustainability. Closing the loop means that there is nothing getting outside of the sustainability loop. If it's not closed, if it's still open, then, for example, waste goes out, discharge goes out, and other chemical substance goes out. So that's not really sustainable. But if you close the loop of sustainability, everything is circulating again and again. So what you produce is used for the next cycle, and what you produce again is also used in the next cycle as well. So they are able to use everything that they generate and use it for the next production. So this is what they call closing the loop on sustainability. I think this is very important point to think about on sustainability. By creating a system that can really run by themselves. And this is one example of making shrimps by using sustainable systems that they have devised. Okay, I know that I have kind of run through these slides, but this is all for oceans and sustainability. I hope that this video may give you some inspiration about how sustainability can be maintained by looking at the oceans. It's not only about swimming in the pool, swimming in the sea. It's also about how global warming can affect the sea creatures, and their sustainability also means that we may not be able to eat the fish that we used to eat, right? So CO2 or global warming is not only the problem for them, it's also the problem for us because we lose some of the food that we could have otherwise eaten. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching.